the truth.
Do my job. Oh, everybody. I'm Jim Price, the Jim Price Show Daily Update. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I got to go ask the government what day it is, because God help me, they know the answer. We'll call it January 29th. It's a Thursday. Trash day here at the Price House, 2026. Yep, that's right. Yeah, we're just cruising right along. You know, years just flipping by. Anyway, we got a lot of good stuff happening in the world around us, right? Yeah, I know. I will tell you guys, why aren't we talking about the great threat of China? China is going to come down on the Americas, and it will destroy us, wiping us clean from the earth as a clean white slate for the Chinese to repopulate all of America. What happened to all that? I thought we were, like, going to die and China was going to be the reason, and they have a nuclear bomb and we don't, or they don't, or we do, or we got a boat, or they don't have a boat, or we got a boat, they have a boat, we don't have a boat. See, this is the crazy part of this, guys, is that we continue to watch how this stuff, it really is, is it just the idea that whatever's going on, you just tear it apart? So it's not never a good thing. It's never a positive. It's got to be something. They got to make a negative out of it, right? Is that the point? So I think we've lost the narrative of what we, hey, Edward, good to see you. Sarah Teague is here. Teague, I think, yeah. You are finally looking almost normal. Hey, Sarah. And Cindy Cod, good to see you. Cindy Sherwood. Sorry, not Sherman, but Sherwood. And Jeanette, Jeanette's here already. Look at her. Showing up. That's right. That's what she does. She shows up. Anyway, good to see you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. And Terrence Williams here. Good to see you. GTSY. That's right. That's what we do here in the Jim Price Show. All right. Well, guys, I was looking, I watched this rhetoric of, remember where Russia was getting ready to bomb America? Like all the whole time, and Russia is the only adversary, and China's, in the right-hand pocket of Uncle Joe, and everything's fine, and you guys just don't know how bad Russia is because they're killing all the Ukrainians, and the Ukrainians are all dying, man. I want us to realize that it is really just whatever the opposite of what's going on, and the idea is that well, Russia's not a problem, so they are a problem. And then when Russia really was a problem, Biden was saying they weren't a problem. Hey, Courtney Allen, good to see you. She says, hey. Wow, late to the game. Shame on me. Well, Courtney, yeah, we're gonna have to call you out on that. It'll cost you. These are the kind of things that we don't take lightly here at the Jim Price Show. Attendance and participation is absolutely 50% of your grade. All right, well, yeah, this is when we think about how, I guess this is, I'm trying to in real time here, slow down how, when you see media, or let's say ABC, or every now and then, so Cake News, KAKE, is the local Channel 10 ABC News affiliate here in Wichita. And then Jay Prater is like the Mr. God to the meteorologist world. Because when you get to be the meteorologist of Cake 10, that's like the pinnacle for a meteorologist. Yeah, that's because. Anyway, I listen to, I read my different sources and different things like that, and I'll go check and try to see what CNN's saying, or MSNBC, or Rachel Michelle, or Rachel Maddow, whatever his name is. Now, when I I look around and I look at these things, but then I'll catch, like if the news is on, the weather and all that, the Armageddon or Snowmageddon we were supposed to have all got, and we were all going to die, and the world was never going to be the same. Now I know there's people still digging out, and there's still snow and ice and stuff. Guys, I'm not a callous fool, but at the same time, it happens every year. But anyway, when I have listened to, I've been passively walking by as Cake was on, and I would hear like they're talking about a story, but it's nothing like anything I've heard, and it's so destructive. It's so hurtful to the progress of our country, and this is where I wonder if these Pulitzer Prize these award-winning writers, whatever they think they are, these AP writers and the stuff, or whoever the CIA has write these stories, do they really get how destructive when they run the country down, when they tell the secrets or say harmful things about their own country in a way that makes the enemy look better? Don't they understand that how that tears us down, how it tears our country down, and it really does harm us? When I see these people do this, I'm like, oh yeah, they're mad at. It's like they're mad at Dad, right? They're supposed to write Dad a happy birthday card, but Dad disciplined them and grounded them and gave them a swat or whatever, and so they're just like, oh, I hate you. I don't like you being my dad. Meh, 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 meh. And so that's the kind of stuff where I just kind of look at, hey, Josephine, good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Kathy Martinez, what? Kathleen Buck is here. Well, you guys are all showing up in droves. Good to see you. All right. Remember that you guys' participation and attendance is half your grade here at the Jim Price Show. So you got to make sure and check in with us. Edward will be a good friend to you. Edward is my moderator out there. So if he friend requests you or puts you in the chat on the Jim Price Show chat on Facebook or our Telegram, just know that he is just trying to include you into our community and make sure that you are part of our family. And yes, we are a family. That's not a metaphor. I really believe that wholeheartedly, that we are in this together, and that's the way we should be always. Mike Shellman's here as well. Oh, what? So my point is, going back to these writers, I just see them as like the kid who's like, when you see these kids like, I hate you, I hope you die, and they slam the door, and like, oh, you don't know what it's like to be 12 years old. You don't know what it's like to be me. And I wonder if these people it kind of falls in the line. They just never grew the F up. They are still the same little child who was never disciplined for throwing tantrums, who was never disciplined for not taking accountability, was never disciplined for lying, never disciplined for telling stories, never disciplined. And we go back to the metaphor that's in the Bible, spare the rod, spoil the child. And yes, that is a metaphor because it's giving you symbolism of why it's important to discipline your children with a stick. Anyway, so going back to these things, I really do see this as like a pattern, right? Over and over again, we keep seeing the same thing. The Alex Preddy, it's not Purdy, and it's not Preedy. Anyway, Preddy. Well, he's now, okay, so I was watching one of these news reports last night on Preddy, that they did an image reverse, 99.9% sure that it was Alex Preddy in the video of him kicking out the light on a Ford Expedition that had Border Patrol agents inside of it, where he was actually tackled and taken down, where it did show he had in his back towards the right-hand side, his dominant right-hand side, the pistol that was there the next week when he showed up again. And yes, he did confront ICE, and he did not bother to tell them that he had a concealed carry on. And what I don't understand is he did the exact same thing. He got involved again when somebody else was being engaged with the cops. He came in as a side piece. He did not come on to the cop face on. The cop was already engaged with somebody else, and he comes in the side. This guy's got a real MO of being a little bit of a pot shot, a little bit of a a little instigator who goes in after the cops are distracted to try to go in and be the tough guy in the middle of it. Now, what I don't understand is why the agents let him go, because he did bust out the tail light. That is a $500 tail light on that expedition, at least. Now, to say that that is a crime, well, that absolutely is a crime. And the idea that he kicked that light out, but then they took him down, and they're like, all of a sudden, they're like, no, just let him go, let him go. And they let this guy go. Almost in the exact same fashion as what had started to happen on this last Sunday morning, where he got taken down, but this time someone yelled, gun, gun, gun. He instigated where the cop was talking to somebody else, engaging with somebody else, another lady. Here comes Alex Purdy in the middle of it. And so that's where this guy has an MO. So that all that video's coming out. It's actually starting to fall apart. The narrative of him being some type of one-off hero. But we also know, Maggie, good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. We also know that that Good, the chick, Renee Good, Preddy, and the other one who bit the finger off the ICE agent went to college together. Good and Preddy were in the same class, and the guy who bit the ICE agent's finger off was a year ahead in college. They all went to the same college. Are you guys seeing the pattern here? And then those three same people were all part of a Minnesota Signal chat. Those three same people also have alternative dress behavior posted out on the internet. I'm using my air quotes, sarcastic fingering thing here we do in the air. So when you think about all these patterns, again, we're seeing these things. But here's the thing. Let me do something in the middle of the story. Turning Point. Let's not all forget about Turning Point. Turning Point has a real problem on their hands. The Erica Kirk thing is coming apart like cheap fabric. It is unbelievable. Her story about being single 5 years prior to ever engaging with Charlie, the fact that she was engaged 2 different times, the fact that she was on a reality show, she was in a movie, she was in a music video, she was in a CIA training video. The money that has been brought in, well, there may be some problems with the accounting about money coming in and money going out and the things that she's been saying. It's a sad deal that this is not coming out the way it should. We'd hope that Turning Point would have had their P's and Q's together, but here's the thing. Charlie Kirk got moved out, right? But it exposed all of the evil that was behind him while he was trying to be the right guy, doing the right thing. There was a lot of evil people behind him. Josephine is here. Good to see you. Susan Bly is here as well. The zombies don't care that they are crazy. They are crazy too. Well, that is a very good observation. Hazel's here. What? Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Well, guys, and remember, like, share, comment. If you're watching it live, just hit the heart there, like on Twitter. Just keep hitting the heart on the side of the screen. I think you can do the same thing on Rumble, and I think you can do the same thing on YouTube. The more you sit there and tap the hearts on the side of the screen, it bubbles up. You'll have each one's a little different, but like, share, comment as often as possible. If you guys want to donate to the show, that would be really awesome. We do have our PayPal link out there. We have our Venmo, Cash App. Or if you guys want to write a check, there is a P.O. Box address on the website as well. But anyway, also, hey, guys, listen real quick. Okay, yesterday I talked about if you guys mail me postcards from where you live or places you've been, or just whatever you'd like me to read, I would like you guys to send me these. But I'm gonna scold Ed a little bit here. I'm gonna have fun with him for just a second. He sent me a postcard yesterday as a meme on the phone, on a text message, and I want to go, dude, that's not it. You gotta mail it. I gotta be able to show it to the peeps, man. I gotta have it in hand at the microphone stand. What's up, homeboy? What you drinking, man? And if you are a millennial or at least Gen Z, you will know that was Beastie Boys. Anyway. But anyway, this was sent to me by Stephanie Morrow all the way from Ireland, and this was a greetings from Northern Ireland. But by the way, Ed, your postcard doesn't count. It has to be in my sweet mitts right here. So anyway, I'm just giving Ed a hard time. But yeah, as soon as you guys send those in, it will be one of our opening segments here on the show. Hey, I saw a video where Charlie's wife is John Bonet, the little beauty queen that was murdered. Oh, yeah, Hazel. Don't go getting down that rabbit hole. Yeah, there is a lot of evidence showing that there could or could not be a connection to John Benet Ramsey actually being Erica Kirk. But here's another problem. John Benet Ramsey is photoed with Jeff Epstein. That's right. Jeff Epstein was photographed with John Benet, and also his parents hired the exact same attorney that Jeff hired as well for his little child case he had down there in Florida. So don't worry about that guys. There are some, okay, think about all the loose ends of all the stories you've had in your life. Kennedy getting shot in Texas, the moon landing, the other Kennedy dying in an airplane crash, Michael Jackson, Prince. I mean, guys, I think John Bonet, all these different things, the space shuttle people not being dead and still working for NASA, that whole thing, I do believe that all the lies and all the things that they manipulated for us through at least the last 40 to 50 years, I think all those layers are being pulled back right now. I think the John Bonet thing is going to come back full circle. I think the Michael Jackson thing is going to get pulled back full circle. The Prince thing is going to get pulled back full circle. I think, even Princess Di is going to get pulled back full circle. Do you see what I'm saying here? There's a lot of things that are going to come back, and I think we're going to see that we're going to see this whole thing kind of start to unfold in front of us. Now, guys, I don't care. You know what I mean? I think it's very interesting, a lot of this stuff with these different people. What is this Susan says? Jim, I want you to address the issue of the white privilege cards these zombies are carrying around. Well, my white privilege card doesn't work. I think it expired. I don't know if I have it around here. It's, I don't know what that, I don't think there is a thing. I don't think white privilege is a thing. I don't know. I mean, what do I know? The year the ones we think are dead are alive. Yeah. Elvis. Susan says Elvis. Now, I don't know. Elvis would have to be, he would be, here's the thing, is some of these people who did step off of the world stage may be dead just because of old age. I think wouldn't Elvis be in his 80s or something like that? Yeah, it's coming out. So, Terrence Williams says, over the next few months, fraud in every state will come out. Oh, absolutely. Oh yeah. I think, guys, we are in this sweet spot of disclosure. And when you see these things, we've talked about this on the show here before, is make sure you guys are the people that people look to, who want to come to you for good information, who want to come to you and talk about what they see going on around them. You got to be that rock. You got to be that island. Islands in the stream. That is what we are. That was really horrible. That's not good stuff for me. But this is where we got to be the people that when all this starts really going down and people do look around and they are like grasping at straws and looking for answers, we need to be those people. We need to be the people that are like, hey, listen, we've got you, man. Just jump on the raft here. It's no big deal. So let's do that. Let's see if we can, guys, be those people. And when you hear people asking questions about stuff, let's not pick on them. Let's make sure and be helpful, right? Be helpful to them. I did name today's episode Aged Cheese. And I know that may sound like it's a little bit off. But it's actually what I was talking about was like, I wanted to say is that sometimes aged cheese don't smell too good. It'll make you turn your nose up. And I think a lot of what we're seeing here is these stories are not aging well, just like the Alex Pretty thing. And The Renee Good. You notice that Renee Good story, man, that thing stopped in a second. You notice that after we started coming out about the whole girlfriend thing? And by the way, where's the girlfriend's video? Remember the girlfriend going, I'm a veteran. Well, where's that video at? Why aren't you putting that one out? But again, guys, the AI of things, the different stuff is going around, and so be careful. The one place that I think I have noticed more AI videos than anywhere else is in Facebook. For some reason, Facebook is just riddled with a lot of the videos you'll see on the Reels and stuff and different things like that. They are absolutely just AI. So the Reels one, like you go down through your thing and REELS Reels, there's some stuff in there and you're like, that's AI. But there are people, I've had people send me stuff like, did you see this? You know, I was like, I hate to tell you, man, that's AI. You know, and that's the sad part of it, is that this AI thing is really going to be distracting. So anyway, that was really funny. I had to push. I'm not going to put that out. Anyway. All right. Well, Kathleen Buck, I think the story with Preddy is BS. Yeah. Edward says, please post mailing address on crawl or whiteboard. Thanks. Well, Edward. All right, let me do it here real quick. I'll put it out on the comments so everybody will get it, and at the P.O. Box. And the P.O. Box. Oh, at the P.O. Box. Okay, here we go. P.O.B.O.X. P.O. Box. Well, I gotta find it while I'm doing all this. 781182. Then that's gonna be Wichita. Hey, Karen, good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Kansas, and that is 6720. 278. Sorry, 278. There we go. P.O. Box. There we go. All right. So I sent out on the chat there. Should be posting to everybody's everywhere. P.O. Box 781182, Wichita, Kansas 67278. That's so. If you guys are wanting to send your postcards in, that is the address. Now you can address the postcard if you want, or you can put the postcard in a card or an envelope so it doesn't get damaged, and we will. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get me a board up here on this wall. This wall is blank. You guys can't see it. If you guys would turn your head to the left, if you just look that way, you would see it. I don't know why. If you guys would just look over there. Would you just look over? It's right there. Anyway, so maybe I'll probably do is I'll put that up there, and then I'll actually put up a camera, and we'll have a little. We'll put a little board up there where these different. Maybe we'll put the cards up there, and we'll put a little push pin for the address or for the map. I don't know. Josephine, I can't imagine wife pledged any oath. Actions speak louder than words. I know. So, sending my chain mail. Oh, well, great. That way, Jesus will bless me if I respond to 20 people with this chain letter. You know what kind of guilt that is when people don't know whether that's real or not, and they're like, oh, I got to send this out. I don't know if I can or not. You know, that's a lot of pressure. You know, Jesus will save you if you send this letter to 20 people. What? That's how you get salvation? I mean, God dang. So, yeah, that's good stuff. All right. How do we find it, says Terrence Williams. We send in you. Well, you talk about the address, Terrence? Well, it's on the chat now. It should be on all the different things here. Come on now. Come on with your bad self. Oh, we're not doing that now, Facebook? We're not gonna add the comment. Oh, there it is. Hey, Tony Culver, good to see you, man. Thank you so much for being here. I think Charlie Kirk is still with us, Hazel says. Hazel, I am about 90% on that same thing. I'm in one of two rules. I don't think he was actually assassinated, or I think it was supposed to be an assassination attempt that went wrong. or he is sitting on a island somewhere in the South Pacific enjoying cocktails by the dozen. So I don't know. Tony says you must be feeling better. Well, Tony, I would like to say that is true, but I had a pretty rough night last night. I did not sleep as well as I should have, and that is part of the bone pain of things. Laying on my back or on my side, it was just nothing seemed to help last night, and I don't have the painkillers to kind of get me through that. So Edward did repost it again out there on the P.O. Box 781182, Wichita, Kansas 67278. So yeah, I am from the neck up, guys. I'm doing a lot better. My memory's coming back more. I will tell you that there were points in this whole thing where I was having some cognitive issues, meaning that my short-term memory, just things like that. I think there was I think the opioids, the different medications, really had affected me. Tony Culver says, what did you do? Well, I fell straight back after I think a true spiritual attack happened on New Year's morning. I hit my ribs and my side, falling straight back on the elongated toilet in my bathroom that sticks out past the bathroom sink. That saved me from hitting my head directly on the corner of the cast iron tub, which would probably have killed me or made me dirt-to-dur. And so the rib fractures, there were 7 fractures, and I did puncture a lung. So went for a lung puncture and 7 fractures on New Year's Day. So everything from here, guys, is up, right? Everything from ICU at the beginning of the year is like, wah-ya-ya. Josephine, ice pack for sleeping. Well, Josephine, I'm a bit of a wussy. So anyway, I do appreciate that. I do need to work more with my DMSO and my castor oil to be able to help with the healing process as well. Anyway, remember, guys, we are on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Rumble, iTunes, Spotify, DLive, Twitch, and what else are we on out there, Ed? I can't remember thinking what we were on there. So anyway, we're out there everywhere. But anyway, yeah, Tony, appreciate that. But yeah, it's been a little bit of a struggle. I did not realize today is the 4th actual week. It happened 4 weeks ago today, and for all intent and purposes, I am doing fairly well. But I am limited on how much I can and cannot do. I just get winded I don't say winded. I just get tired. So anyway. All right. So continuing on, let's go down the things of the news of the day. Let's see here. This is a article coming out about Mondani. Margaret Thatcher once characterized socialism by saying the problem with socialism is that you eventually run out of other people's money. The experience of Zoran Mondani attempt to transform New York City into a socialist paradise, an oxymoron, demonstrates that Thatcher's observation requires an additional, you also need the permission of the people paying for it. Oh, wow, there you go. In layman's terms, like a child asking his mother for ice cream money, Mondani asked Governor Holcomb for permission, and she said no. What? What happened here? Zandandi says campaign promises faces structural barriers that make it implementation impossible. Under New York State Constitution, Article XVI, I'm not going to do that real quick. New York City mayors cannot raise taxes independently. Only the state legislature can authorize local tax increases. That's a big problem right there. You can't. So, Mondani, you were saying you're going to go out and tax the rich and give it to the poor and be Robin Hood with the little pointy felt hat and the bow and arrow thing, but you can't actually do it? Did you know that? And you sat there and lied your little beehole off about the fact that you're going to tax the rich and get all that money on the extra on the property tax. Mondandi, jeez, man. Did you know that, buddy? Did you know? Come on, Mondandi, you can tell me. I won't tell everybody. I mean, maybe the people I know and who watch the show, but I mean, I won't tell everybody. But come on, dude. During a PIX11 interview in early January 26, Hochul stated that increasing taxes on wealthy New Yorkers is completely off the table. She pointed out that the 1.5% of New Yorkers pay one-third of the state's entire budget. Wait, hold on. 1.5%, not 2%, 1.5% pay one-third. Okay, so not even 2% of the New York City people pay the one-third of the entire state's budget. Yeah. This is great. I didn't know this. Hey, Greg, what's up, man? What's up? He says, Dulce in the house. Appreciate that. Yeah, guys, Greg, make sure and put the Dulce website in there, and I'll have Edward put it in the chat. Make sure it's out there everywhere. Mondandi proposed a 2% increase on New York income tax for those earning over $1 million. You have to make over $1 million to live in New York City. Seriously, guys, if you're living in New York City, you have to be making $1 million. There's no way. It is so damn expensive there. Anyway. Extending the extending the 7.25 corporate rate for 3 more years, rejecting Mondani. This is where this guy is the absolute idiot. Hochul in January, the $260 billion state budget included no income tax increases, no corporate. I mean, everything that Mondani wanted, he didn't get it. What are we doing? Like, this guy has actually got, like, come on. What's up, gay? Curly May's here. Curly May, she's our Canadia up there. Good to see you. So NYC comptroller Mark Levine announced mid-January 26 that the city faces a shit. Okay, all right, listen, guys. This is where you have to just go, what in the F are we doing here? So, Mondandi, buddy, you know how that you needed to raise taxes, but you can't do it because the state actually controls the tax levers for what the state and the city can do? The city, New York City, Mondandi, they're facing a $2.2 billion deficit by the end of this year and a $10 billion deficit by the end of 2027. So between now and a year from now, like basically 18 months, they're going to be $12.6 billion in debt, and Mondandi can't raise taxes but has told everybody their shit's free. How do you get out from underneath that, and how's this guy not on a recall vote already? I mean, seriously, all of you tools he gets up there and goes, oh, and now that we're having our transition team, we're going to need you to start donating again, so give to us as best you can, because I've got to make up $12.6 billion for the city. That's not the state. That's not the county. That's just the city. $12.6 billion by the end of next year. $12.13 billion. Maybe Walls has it. Hey, Tim, let's do this. Let's arrange a call between Tim and Mondandi and then see if Tim can funnel some of that Somali money, the rice and banana money. Let's see if we can work that into the New York City thing so we can get that balance in that budget a little bit. Or maybe old, Gavin Newsom. Maybe he's got some billions laying around. But, I mean, what about Kathy? Doesn't Kathy Hochul, doesn't she have some billions? What happens when we start looking at New York's fraud thingy? What happens then? What are we going to do then? Then there's going to be less federal money coming in, so that means there's less taxes being paid in. That means that there's even more of a deficit. So Mundundy ran. We are all over here going, oh, shit, this guy's an idiot. Oh, I can't believe he's going to try to put socialism on America. Hey, guys, we had nothing to worry about. I mean, he can do some policy shit, but he's not going to be able to make up $13 billion in deficit. God dang. This is the first time since the Great Recession that the city faces a budget shortfall. Hey, Mr. Socialism, I thought that was all supposed to be taken care of. You know, the government gives you everything. You know. Come on, bro. You know. No? All right. So, yeah, this is since 100 years ago, we have not had this problem. Mundundy's first deputy mayor, is there more than one? Is there first, second, and third deputy mayor? Mundundy's first deputy mayor, Dean, stated the administration would only include new tax revenue if were included in Hochul's budget, which it wasn't. So they hung their lives on socialism. They all voted this dumbass in. And then he doesn't even have the leverage of power to even begin to do this. Holy shit, man. Are you kidding me? What are we worried about? This is hilarious. This guy really just fell in it. So with several revenue shortfalls, Mundundy's plan for free programs are unlikely to materialize. Well, you got to make up $13 billion first. $13 billion. The entire state budget is $260. So 5%, am I doing the math right? It's pretty close. 5% of the entire state's budget, they don't have it. They're behind 5%. The city is behind 5% of the entire state's budget. Are you guys getting that? Okay. So with several, So let's go on here. Mundundy's plan for free programs are unlikely to materialize. He has promised fare free buses, meaning no fare on the buses. The buses are free by eliminating the $2.9 or $2.90 fare on all MTA buses citywide. Universal child care, state-funded baby baskets for every newborn containing formula, diapers, and postpartum supplies. Wow, he was really hitting all the... He's just hitting all the check marks, right? Check mark, check mark, check mark, check mark, check mark. His platform also includes replacing police with free, citizen-led mental health response teams. So people are going to do that for free? Okay, that's cool of them. Let's see. Creating a publicly funded at-cost social housing for 200,000 households to remove profit from rent. What? Establish city-run grocery stores that would sell food at cost in underserved neighborhoods. Guys, I will tell you that yeah. Hey, just raise the bus fare to $3. Well, yeah, but that way you don't have to make that 90-cent change all the time. Who thought of that? Just run it to $3. What the hell? Anyway, the MTA is a state agency controlled by the governor, not the mayor. Mundundy cannot unilaterally make buses free. This is not even... why isn't I know this? I completely didn't pick this up. This would have been so great last year. Holy crap, I didn't know this guy didn't have these powers. Oh my gosh, the MTA declared 23-24 pilot program for free buses on 5 routes a failure because bus speeds did not improve. Only 12% of the riders were new to transit. Only 11 new riders switched from cars. I mean, yeah, guys, it doesn't work. Free shit doesn't work, and we don't need to be, guys, I'll be honest with you, we don't need buses. They had done a study, I think it was like 15 years ago or 12 or 15 years ago in the city of Wichita that they said it would be cheaper to give vouchers to taxis and have them drive people around. It would be cheaper to just have people picked up by taxis at their house than to run buses in the city of Wichita. The city of Wichita buses only bring in 10% of their running revenue. The new spray by De Jour. Yeah, they only bring in 10% of their own money. 10%. So if I was running a construction business and I only brought in 10% of the money I need to run it, how many jobs do you think I'm going to get done before I run out of money? Pretty much the first one. Unless I had 10 jobs going, I could get one job done but have no money to get the other 9 done. But that's what the bus services are doing, guys. I mean, these people, even at $3, they're not making money. The buses are not making money. They're not like pimping them out with spinners and big speakers and a flashy paint job. No. Oh, and by the way, if you want to get into a really lucrative business, get into the city bus business. I know city buses that cost $1 million, but yet you could buy a Prevost, brand new Prevost, 45-foot, 3 slide-out sleeper, like a full home on wheels, motorhome, for $1 million, but they've got 20 little plastic seats and shitty suspension for $1 million when they sell it to a city. What do I know? Do you see what I'm saying there? That's a real problem for us. Like, we don't even think like how this, like the city just gets screwed all the time. And they're like, oh, I'm the best purchasing agent ever. Oh, the Metro Rail in Austin is always empty. Oh, yeah. The one in Phoenix, they supposedly were going to tie the airport to the east side of the valley and the west side and the north side. It was going to be all these cool little bus stations. People would get on and get off. Arizona is a laughing stock. Their rail system that they've been putting in for over 20 years has basically only about a third of the way done, and it doesn't service anybody. It's just this big empty cars, and it's air conditioned to 70 degrees in the middle of 130-degree days, and I don't know why they have them. I just do not understand why we think public transportation is our goddamn responsibility. Just like I don't think education is our damn responsibility. Seriously. I don't think education is our responsibility. I don't think transportation is our responsibility. I don't think medicine is our responsibility. I don't think any of that is. National security and immigration, that's the 2 functions of the Constitution. That's it. National security and immigration. That's the only 2 things. Everything else is bullshit. License readers, LiDAR detectors, trying to get you a ticket. Not any of that stuff. But anyway, by the way, so this is I feel as a person that does bring the news to you, I feel like I've shorted you guys, not knowing that Mundundy is a toothless old dog that wets the bed. This guy is an idiot. And if this isn't being screamed from every avenue, every tall building, you guys need to get this out. That this is absolutely breathtaking. Where is the black kitty cat? I don't know. That's not here. So I don't know. Sometimes I have what's weird. I don't know. You guys don't always see just off of the camera, but like the one cat is here, like in my business. And then every now and again, the other one will come down and it'll kind of like lay over here. But the other one, like if she's down here, it's 2 female cats. One is Magic and one is Athena. And I have no idea who's either. I had to ask what the names were again yesterday because I couldn't remember. But they will hang out around here. Now, the one, I don't know why she likes to jump up, get up in my business. You know, she's come across the microphone. She's stepped on the keys. I was worried about her shutting the show off. But today they're just not down here. So I don't know. They must be upstairs clawing my new recliner. I did get a new recliner because of my ribs being broken. I had a donation for that for a recliner, and the donations were able to cover the recliner. So I did get a new recliner so I could sleep or at least lay comfortably during the day. And I will tell you that I do have a purple mattress. I've had it for 3 or 4 years now, and I will tell you that is probably one of the best God's gifts I've had, especially with these broken ribs. That the mattress, the way that the crate, the egg crate, or the pattern on the top makes it very, very supple. So it has allowed me to be able to sleep on my back. So. Susan Bly says, I already knew Mundundy was biting off more than he could chew. He absolutely was delusional, guys. And we didn't, I missed it. You know, I was like, this guy's full of shit. Like, how is he going to pay for this? Here's the problem. He can't. He can't. His own transit system is owned by the state. Wow. 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 That is absolutely breathtaking. I missed it, guys. I apologize. I did not know, and I'm glad I went ahead and read this article. I wasn't going to really, I was like, I probably don't need to mess with it because it was kind of a slippy, like a little, like small article, but I did not know it was going to be that good. So Hunter Biden's baby daddy, mama, daughter thingy. Last week, Hunter Biden's baby mama, London, Lunden, she's right out of the trailer park, asked an Arkansas judge to jail Hunter for failing to pay child support. Hunter has a 7-year-old daughter. So in 2023, Lundy Roberts agreed to lower Hunter Biden's $20,000 a month child support to $5,000 a month. Why would she agree? 20 grand a month? Shit. Maybe I need to have a baby with him. Does he like white guys with long hair? I don't think he does, because I think he's into the weird stuff. God dang, 20 grand a month? You have $20,000? You make enough income for the courts to have found that you need to pay 20 grand a month? What are you making? 2 million, 5 million a year? How are you still making 5 mil a year, bro? I'm just asking for a friend. Just asking. Additionally, Hunter Biden still has not met his daughter and he has refused to see her. Well, you know, that does happen. Sometimes men just don't want to see their children because of the woman that they're attached to. That does happen in life. You know, sometimes women just make things harder than they need to, right? I mean, we've talked about this. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Ghislaine Maxwell legal filings claim 25 of Jeff's accomplices reached secret settlements with victims after abuse allegation. I think it's coming out. I think it's going to happen. Oh, Brenda says his paintings. Well, yeah, he is an amazing crayon drawer and finger painter. He does the best finger painter-ers that I have ever seen an adult male do. He is so talented. So anyway, yeah, that's good stuff, but I don't know. By the way, Ilhan Omar, the towel-headed lady who just got out of the shower and went to the podium, she was sprayed with apple cider vinegar, and it has come out that the gentleman is on her payroll. Elon Omar is also, this gentleman is now being brought up on federal charges. So her own staff member who staged this with apple cider vinegar is now going to be brought up on federal charges. Well, she wanted it to be a thing, so now it's a thing. You see how that works, Elon? Yeah. Hezbollah. You remember that whole video with her doing the Hezbollah? Guys, I'm going to have to go back and get you guys that one again. She just drives me nuts. What do people say? Hezbollah. Why are you having sex with your brother? Jerk. That's why I say Hezbollah. Anyway. Yeah, it's going to get worse for her. I think this is going to be, here's the thing. She keeps bringing herself back to the attention, and it's going to get her in trouble. She's going to get it. They're going to get her. She just keeps putting it out there. And by the way, Tom Holman is in Minnesota. He did a press conference this morning at 7:30 Central Time, and he was talking about those. Now, he did say there was a drawdown of certain. Listen, when they say drawdown, what they were talking about is they were taking the Border Patrol agents out, not ICE. The Border Patrol agents that had come up from the Southern California sector, who had come up with that commander guy, the Bavino guy. Well, they're all going back they're going back home. They were up there on a temporary mission. Tom Holman is going ahead. Yes, they drew down. See, I love how they use words that they want to hear. Oh, the Democrats want to hear a drawdown. Okay, yeah, we're drawing down. We're sending the Border Patrol agents home and leaving ICE here. But by the way, listen to the betrayal. Tim Walz has already said that they will cooperate with ICE. They'll let ICE pick up the detainees in the jails. It's already come out. It's already part of the discussion. He can't take it back. No takesy backsies. No take backs. So, this whole thing, when we're thinking about how we're winning, there's little wins in here, right? Listen to that. So Tom Holman did a drawdown, which wasn't a drawdown. He just sent the Border Patrol agents home who have been on the road for an entire month of January in Minnesota. So basically, since the new year, they've been in Minnesota dealing with Minnesota shit. Well, can they go home? Yeah, let's send them home. Hey, Tom, can you go in there and take over for Bavino? Yeah. Well, Bavino, he's kind of being a little rough, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a personnel change. But what the thing is Tom already got an agreement from the mayor of Minneapolis and also from the governor that they will cooperate with ICE detainers now. So all this stuff, all this bullshit, all these things, man, everybody out there getting killed. Oh, I got to die for my illegal alien brothers and sisters. And then the people that you were supposedly thought were your leaders, Tim Walz, no balls, Tampon Timmy, just turned on you guys because that's what he is. He's not a leader. He's not a man. That's what wussies do. Anti-wussification of America. That's what we all should be thinking about. When men are men, women are women, and the world is a far more balanced place. That's the work of God. Make it so, guys. Don't keep fighting the system. Be as feminine and soft and heartfelt and nurturing as possible, women. And those things where you can think of, those things you can say mean about other people, and you can do those little bitey things, and you can keep that little record in your head, just erase that every day. And men will go out there and will pop a man in the mouth for being a dumbass like Tim Walz for saying stupid shit like he says all the time, because we'll say that when he's 12 years old and we'll get in a fight with him in the playground and he'll have a little blood on his mouth and a little bit of sand in his hair, and he won't say stupid shit like that when he becomes a man, and when he gets older, he'll actually be a man and not a wussy like we got now. All right, guys. Well, that's going to be about it for me, and that has been the hour. But, guys, listen, know what your God's gift is. Your gift is not what you do for a living. Your gift isn't your hobby. Your gift is what brings people to you, what makes your world around you better. And remember, amplify those gifts, know those gifts, find what those are, and use them to the best of your abilities. Guys, remember the 10% we do for our neighbor, our city, our county, our state, our federal government. The more you do for them, the less they have to do for you. Learn how to be selfless and not so damn selfish. The world will be a far, far better place. Remember, hold the line, hold fast, do not give up, do not give in. We will win, I promise. I make promise I can't keep. Guys, you've always been the answer out there. Remember, the Constitution limits the government, but never limits you. Please, guys, understand that these are public servants, and they are beholden to you. Do not act like these dumb idiots with plastic signs and whistles thinking that they're going to do something brave. That's not what it's about. The sad part of it is that we got to do better about precinct heads. We got to do better about voting. We got to do better about getting our primaries full of people that we want on the Democrat side. Get our dinos, our DINOs, like we have rhinos, a Republican in name only, a Democrat in name only, right? But the problem is Republicans don't like to lie and call themselves the Democrats. Democrats love to lie and call themselves Republicans. Makes them feel good, I guess. Hey, Linda Millikamp, good to see you. All right, guys, I do appreciate you guys so much, and that's going to be about it for me. Tomorrow is Friday, and looks like we're going to have a pretty good week ahead of us going into next week. So, guys, be good to each other, be the people we need to be, and be that rock, be that person when all this stuff starts to fall apart, that people come to you and start asking you questions, and you have the ability to articulate what is really going on, and they become better because of you. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'm Jim Price, the Jim Price Show Daily Update. You guys all be good to each other out there, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.